Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Breaking news, Governor Whitmer's attempt to keep gyms closed despite a court order for them to open has just failed. Ben.
Devin, a lot of us need the rain. Some of us are going to get it tonight. Find out when we're expecting it and how much.
Okay, Ben, but we begin at 5 with new information into a triple shooting overnight. And it's good news. One of the 2 children injured in the shooting has just been released from the hospital. But that news comes as police are still on the hunt for the shooter.
Happened late last night on Plainview and Pembroke, right in the area of 7 Mile and Evergreen. The other 2 victims, an adult and a 10-year-old, both still in the hospital. Let's get to Victor Williams live at police headquarters. And Victor, you spoke to the father of the 9-year-old.
Yeah, that's right. Neither does he or police have any type of idea on a motive in this, but we're told that it was a group of fathers and their daughters out just enjoying the fireworks when someone walked up and started unloading bullets.
I cannot believe something like that would even take place. I truly don't get it.
Terrence Nelson is still trying to wrap his mind around what led to his 9-year-old daughter Dior being shot while looking at fireworks with her friends in front of their home on Plainview the night of Father's Day.
Him and his kids over there. So I called my daughter out to come on, let's go over here and let's go look at the fireworks. As soon as we stepped down, I see the guy shooting this way. All I saw was the flashes. I said, that ain't fireworks.
Dior was hit along with her 10-year-old friend and her 37-year-old father. Both are now in the hospital in critical condition.
I turned to shield my daughter, and then she tell me, Dad, my arm feel like it's broke.
Fortunately for Dior, the bullet went in and came right out. She's now recovering.
You never know when it's over. That could have been way worse. Thank God it did not happen that way.
Police are now looking for who's ever responsible for walking up and opening fire on the group while simply enjoying the holidays.
It's a code. You do not do things of that nature with kids around. Even if you got a beef with a person, you don't do that type of stuff. It's totally ridiculous. And I hope they catch his butt.
And if you have any type of idea as to why this happened, police, they want to hear from you. Reporting live from DPD's headquarters, Victor Williams, Local 4.
And Victor, do police have any idea who this is that they're seeking?
Yeah, they're saying they have some type of idea on who that person might be, but they are not sharing that with us at this moment in time.
All right, Victor.
Now to the coronavirus and today's numbers. In the past 24 hours, 7 Michiganders have died from COVID-19 as 179 new cases have been confirmed. Breaking right now at 5, we've learned Governor Whitmer's bid to keep gyms closed has been denied by a federal appeals court.
Yeah, that comes after a federal judge's ruling back on Friday giving gyms the green light. We bring in our consumer investigator, Hank Winchester. Though this is a decision today, Hank, this feels like a battle headed to a higher court.
Devin, Kimberly, it absolutely is. This decision just coming down within about the last 20 minutes, and let me talk you through it. This was a move by Governor Whitmer taking on that order from the judge in Western Michigan on Friday, basically saying that gyms can open this week. He felt that gyms should be treated no differently than bars and restaurants, while the governor getting the news today that, in fact, that ruling stands. Now she has to take this to the 6th Circuit Court in Ohio. Having said all of that, despite this ongoing legal battle between the governor and the court, some gym owners have taken it upon themselves, like the one you see behind me here, this Powerhouse Gym in Troy, just to open up this week. Gyms, they've been closed for months per the governor's order, and some gym owners are not happy about it.
It's just difficult, feeling like we're being punished for following directions.
Now a big win for gyms. A ruling by a federal judge in Western Michigan sets the stage for gyms to reopen this Thursday in the state of Michigan, but the governor is not happy about it. In a statement from the governor's office, I'm told, with this ruling, the court is playing a dangerous role it should not play, second-guessing and upending the data-informed decisions that have saved thousands of lives in Michigan. The idea that gyms, with their high levels of heavy respiratory activity, shared indoor spaces, and shared services, might be one of the later businesses to come back online in the midst of this global pandemic is hardly surprising and highly sensible. So what's next? Here's legal expert Neil Rockheim.
She'd filed an emergency appeal in the 6th Circuit Court of Appeals to put an emergency stay or to halt Judge Maloney's order and say, don't give that order any effect while we litigate this case before you, Court of Appeals.
Despite the ruling, some gyms in Metro Detroit have recently gone ahead and reopened, like this Powerhouse gym in Troy.
I think they've sort of decided that public sentiment is on their side, that their businesses are suffering, and that they're willing to take the chance. No one's going to come in an attempt to close them down.
Back out here live, the gym situation playing out where some gyms have decided within the last week to open themselves kind of takes us back and reminds us of the situation with the barber in Owasso. There are some who believe that law enforcement, the health department, stretched too thin right now, and the last thing that they're going to want to worry about is giving a fine or a ticket to a gym owner who has now opened his own business. We're live here tonight in Madison Heights. Hank Winchester, back to you.
Right, well, do we have word yet about whether the appeal has actually been filed, Hank?
And Devin, we are told that a case number has been assigned.
Okay.
It has not officially been filed yet, but you can almost guarantee it's going to be. This is going to continue.
You got it. All right, Hank.
Delta Airlines will resume flights between the U.S. and China. This is according to a Reuters report. Flights between Seattle and Shanghai will resume Thursday. Those flights will operate twice a week in June. Then starting in July, they will be once a week, one flight from Seattle and one from Detroit. Delta is the first U.S. airline to restart operations between the United States and China after flights were suspended in February due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
After a hot, muggy weekend, I'd say we're in need of probably two things here.
Definitely some rain and probably some relief,
there you go.
Let's get in touch with Ben here. He's at home, and looks like we're going to get both, are we?
Yes, we are. Temperatures are going down, Kim and Devin, and yes, we are going to get some liquid relief too. We'll see some of that tonight. In fact, our best chance is going to be coming here in the next 24 hours. Let's get to Storm Tracker 4. We're already starting to see these thunderstorms pop in the west portion of the state. Obviously, some thunderstorms out there too, although right now it doesn't look like we've got much of anything that is crossing I-69. These are all moving very slowly to the northeast at about 20 miles per hour. And at this speed, the models suggest that maybe we'll see some activity in our west zone by about 10, 11 o'clock tonight. And then we'll see most of the rain we're expecting overnight into tomorrow morning. Some spots may see quite a bit out of this, maybe getting more than an inch in some locations because of the slow movement and maybe going over some of the same areas twice. So coming up, we'll look at our totals that we're expecting for the week, where the temperatures are going from here, and our last weekend in June. Believe it or not. We'll check all that out for you in a few minutes, guys.
Flying right along. All right, Ben. Big news today from U of M as the school says it is going to be ready for in-person classes in the fall.
The university made the announcement today and laid out how they plan to do it. So let's get to Mara McDonald. And Mara, this includes opening up residence halls as well.
It does, Kimberly, and here's the deal. Yes, students are going to return to the DIAG in the fall, and they are going to return to their residence halls, but it's not going to look anything like the pre-COVID-19 normal. University says it's going to be rolling out plans for what those residence halls and dining halls look like, but for now, here's what we do know. Take a look. In-person classes will resume in the fall, but not everything is going to be in person. It will be a mix of online and classroom study.
There'll be a combination of in-person and online classes designed to promote the best public health practices while still providing the outstanding education that you've come to know and expect from the University of Michigan.
This year, in-person classes are going to end at Thanksgiving, and the rest of the semester will be remote. Generally, large lecture hall classes will be done online, while smaller in-person classes will be done in person. Industrial engineering student Bashar Halleck, for one, who is a senior this year, can't wait to get back to class.
I'm very excited. I miss going to school. I miss going to the library. I miss seeing my friends.
Back here live, the university has already said to expect that the normal schedule of breaks and things like that is not going to apply here. Remember, classes, in-person classes, end here in Ann Arbor at Thanksgiving, and everything else for the rest of that semester is going to be done remotely. It's going to be a couple weeks, I think, before we see what their final class schedule and life schedule essentially is going to look like here. Devin, Kimberly, we're live in Ann Arbor tonight on the campus of the University of Michigan. Back to you.
Mara, did they say anything about sports? Because, you know, the University of Michigan Dearborn has already said it is not participating in sports in the fall. Do we know the status of athletics there at Ann Arbor?
In other words, the football question that absolutely everybody has asked me today. I mean, football Saturdays, it's a big deal here. The bottom line on that is we don't know. At least we don't know yet. But if the university is going to have issues with lecture halls, you know, I don't know that they're going to feel good about packing Michigan Stadium. Yeah. So stand by to stand by.
Yep.
Back to you.
We'll see. Okay, Mara, thank you.
Well, even though a lot is canceled because of COVID-19, here at Local 4, we want to help you celebrate the summer.
The Henry Ford and Detroit Symphony Orchestra had to cancel its 28th annual Salute to America in Greenfield Village, but we're teaming up with them to put together a televised special that you can enjoy from the safety and comfort of your home. The hour-long primetime program will premiere July 3rd at 8 p.m. right here on Local 4.
There's a big mess right now out on Belle Isle.
How high water levels and coronavirus have caused the perfect storm at the park.
And now the Department of Justice getting involved. New tonight, anger and outrage after a noose is found in the garage of NASCAR's only African-American driver. Sean.
He was only 16 years old. He was in a Michigan group home and he died after being restrained by the staff there.
During that time, he was screaming that he couldn't breathe. He was asking for help.
That facility facing 2 lawsuits, one asking for $100 million.